Hello boys and girls, how are you? Well done for your amazing work last week on completing your indoor scavenger hunts. Most of you found all of the items on the list and made wonderful pictures with them. Well done. There was a tricky word in there, fragile. You had to find a fragile item. So well done. Fragile means something that can break easily. Well done. This week, you're going to be planting seeds, caring for them and watching them grow day by day. In the rest of this video, Mrs. Davis is going to demonstrate how to do it. Once you've watched the video and planted your seeds, you will need to keep a diary day by day, and you can find the template for this diary in the Activities tab on your Seesaw page. Have fun! Masalama!
Hi FS, and welcome back to your outdoor learning lesson for this week. Now this week I'm going to teach you 2 different ways to plant seeds that you would find around your house. One of them includes soil, and one of them you don't need any soil at all. So it should work for everybody. The items that we have used you can find around your house. If you don't have the exact items, I want you to be creative and see what you can come up with and adapt the lesson. So the next couple of videos, video 1 will show you how to plant seeds without soil, and then if you skip through to video 2, that will show you how to plant seeds with soil. Now FS1, I want you to keep looking after your seeds once you've planted them, and then when they start to grow, I want you to send me a picture of what you have seen. FS2, attached to this activity, will be a diary. So I would like you to have a look at your plant, maybe every 2 or 3 days, and I want you to record what is happening to your seeds, okay? So that could be in the form of a picture, that could be in the form of a voice note, that could be in the form of a video. Any way that you like to do it. There will be a template, as I say, but if you want to do it differently, you can do it differently. But we want you to be able to look at the plant and see the changes that it makes as it grows. Okay, so coming up with the videos of how to do it. I hope you enjoy this week's lesson. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again very soon.
This picture is all of the items that you will need to be able to do both videos. For video 1, all that you will need is a pen, some seeds, some water, some kitchen roll, and a Ziploc bag. If you are going to do video 2, you will need a spoon or a scoop, a pen, some seeds, some toilet rolls, some sticks, although if you don't have any, don't worry because I will explain what to do during the video, some scissors. Please make sure you have an adult with you when you have your scissors, a bucket, some soil, and some water.
Welcome to video 1 of planting your seeds. Now this is the video that's going to show you how to plant or germinate, which means to begin to grow seeds that you can find at home, and it's the one where you need no soil. So what I have in front of me here is 1 sheet of kitchen roll. Now I would use kitchen paper because tissue paper will start to disintegrate and break up, and it's not very good. Kitchen paper is really good at maintaining its moisture without breaking apart. So that's why I've got kitchen paper. I have also got a Ziploc bag here. It has to be airtight. They're very easy to come across. Sandwich bags, anything like that. It can have the different fastening on the top. These are just the ones that I have in my house. I have got some water. You don't need this much water. You only need a short amount, a very small amount, but this is also for the next video as well. I've got a pen just to be able to write on my bag what seeds I have used, and most importantly, of course, I have got some seeds. Now, I managed to get lots of these seeds here the other night when I was making my dinner, and these seeds have come straight out of a bell pepper or capsicum, whatever you call it in your house. They're very easy to get out. You don't eat them, and it's a great way of not wasting that bit of the food. I also managed to get some seeds from a tomato, which is down here. You can see all of the juice that's around it there. I just cut my tomato in half and scooped out the seeds and kept them. Again, I know most people like to eat the seeds of the tomato, but it's a great way of not wasting any of the food. The last one is split peas. Now, I had some split peas in my house the other night for dinner. They were delicious. I managed to get some of the seeds out of a couple of them, so I literally just broke them in half, and inside there's a couple of seeds, and that's the little green ones down here. So I have got 3 different types of seeds. Now, you can get them from lots and lots of different types of food that you would have in your house. You don't have to go out and buy seeds. There are going to be lots of them that you can think. So I want you to be creative thinkers, and I want you to be able to talk to your mummies and daddies about what you're going to be cooking for dinner that night, and see if there are any seeds that you can find in your house already. So, to start off, what we need to do is take our tissue paper. Okay. Now, because of the size of my Ziploc bag, I have to fold my kitchen roll in half, and then I'm going to fold it in half again once I've got the seeds in it. But what I need you to do is, you can roll it up or do whatever way, but you need to just dip half of the paper into water. So just half of the paper needs to be wet. I'm just going to squeeze off all of the extra drips there. Okay. And then, on the wet part, so lay it down on something flat, on the wet part, you are going to put any of the seeds that you want to on there. Now, I'm going to use some of the seeds from my pepper because I have quite a few of them, so I'm just going to sprinkle a few onto the wet part of the paper. Like that. And then I'm going to fold the dry half over the top. And if you push it down, it should then get wet like the other. So you should end up with your seeds inside a little envelope like. Now, next thing that you do, get your Ziploc bag and open it and put that inside there. If you feel that it's a little bit dry, you may be able to spray a little bit more water on there, but you don't want to get it soaking wet. You don't want to drown it out. Now, you zip up the bag and then you write on what it is that you're growing in there. So I'm going to write bell pepper. And that's it. And now what you will need to do is put it somewhere that, don't put it on your windowsill because it will dry out. You need to leave it somewhere that is room temperature, but not in the direct sunlight. So maybe on a side, anywhere in your house that you feel is suitable, up on a bookcase or something. I don't want it to be too dark, but I also don't need it to be in direct sunlight. And then I want you just to watch what happens over the next week or so and see if you can have any of your seeds germinating. If you have done this, fantastic. FS2, as I said, there will be an attachment to this for you to fill in your diary entries about what you see. FS1, you can draw me a picture, or you can send me a voice note with a photograph later on as you see things developing. Now, if you do have some soil, go to the next video to see how you can plant your seeds in soil. Hi FS, and welcome to video 2 of how to do some planting and germinating of seeds at home. Now, this is going to be different. This is going to work only if you have some soil. I managed to buy some from a shop the other day, but as I said, if you do not have soil, go back to the first video and it will show you how to start germinating seeds without soil. So for this activity, you are going to need some water. You are going to need some toilet roll holders or some kitchen roll holders. And you are going to need some seeds. You are going to need something to hold your toilet rolls all in together. And you are going to need some sticks to be able to label what is in your toilet roll holders. If you don't have sticks, that's fine, you can just write it on top of the toilet roll. And I would write it right near the top because otherwise the water's going to get to it and it'll blur it all out. I also have some scissors here. If you do need to cut some things, please make sure that you have an adult with you that can help you. You can cut them up yourself, but there must be an adult to supervise you. You must not use scissors by yourself. Okay? So the first thing that I am going to do is place all of my toilet rolls inside my bucket because I need something to keep them standing up straight, and I need something that I can put the water in the bottom. It's very important once you've planted these that the water doesn't go on the top because you can drown the seeds out. You need to put it in the bottom so it can soak up through the soil. So I have 1, 2, 3 and 4 toilet rolls. And I have 1 kitchen roll holder here, which I am going to cut in half. And I'm going to place that inside there as well. So, you don't have to do this many. If you only want to do 1 or 2, that's absolutely fine as well. But as you can see here, they're all placed inside, so they're all standing upright. But I still have space to put some water in so the water can go to the bottom and soak up. Now, the next thing that you need to do is get your soil. Okay, you take your soil, and I've just got a spoon because it's easier. If you have a scoop, that's fine. Anything for you to be able to fill up your toilet roll holders. Now, in some videos, you will have it that the toilet rolls are cut at the bottom and folded in to make a nice neat package. But because we are standing them up straight in our bowl, in our bucket here, you won't need to do that. You need to, so that it just needs to be able that the water can come up through the bottom. It doesn't need to be all folded up. So, there, now put soil all in that one. So now, as you can see, this one here, I've filled up with soil. Now, the same as the last video, I have got some different seeds, and I have some seeds from a bell pepper, I have some seeds from a split pea, I have some seeds here from a tomato, and I also have the bottom of a leek. Now, this will only work in the soil one, not very well in the other video because it won't grow in the tissue paper. So, when it comes to the leek, you want to put it so that the bottom bit is right dug in the soil, so you can make a little hole and put your leek in and then cover it over with the soil. If you need to put a little bit more soil on top, then do. So then I'm going to get my stick and I'm going to put L for leek. I'm going to place it in to my pot so I know what's in that one. Now I'm going to repeat this with the other seeds as well. So I'm going to put some, I need to mix up my soil a bit. So I'm going to put some soil in the middle one. Down there. So now you can see that I've got soil in my middle one as well, and I'm going to get some of my split peas. Now I'm going to put 2 into 1 just because I want to. Put them in and gently tap them down, and if you want to, you can put a little bit of soil on the top as well. Now, as I say, you would continue to do that to fill up all of your pots and put all of your seeds in there. You can put more than 1 seed in each pot if you want to. Especially with like the bell pepper stuff. And for FS1, I want you to watch what happens over the next week or so, and then I want you to send me a picture or a video of your plants once you see a difference in them. And for FS2, I want you to create a diary. So, split. I want you to create a diary of what happens to your plants. So there will be, as said in previous videos, there will be an attachment that you can add on to, or alternatively, if you would like to demonstrate it in a different way with a video or some pictures, that would be fine. Just make sure that you put it into your outdoor learning folder. Now, very importantly, just before I go, we need to be able to pour water. Okay, almost forgot that step. Right, so as I said, you don't want to pour water right onto the top of it. You want to pour water into the gaps of the bucket so that it goes down to the bottom and it can soak up through the plants. And you don't need lots and lots. You probably, in this bucket, I'm going to put, so it's about this deep. So I'm just going to pour it in. About there. And then I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to leave that in a sunny place because plants need soil, sunlight and water to be able to survive. So I've got my soil, I've got my water, and I'm going to leave it in a sunny place and see what happens. I'm excited to see what happens with your ones.